Listen, when someone is trying to poke at you, to trigger a reaction, to pull you out of your composure, that's not really a test of your anger. It's a test of your discipline. Anyone can snap. Anyone can shout. Anyone can get dragged into a conflict they never even intended to be part of. But staying calm, staying grounded, holding on to your power, that's something else entirely. That's rare. That's real strength. The people who win in the long run aren't the ones who react the fastest. They're the ones who respond with intention and clarity. So today, break this down clearly. 5 principles, 5 perspectives, 5 ways to protect your peace even when someone is pressing every button you have. Let's get into it. When you begin to truly understand human behavior, you start to notice that much of the energy people throw toward you has very little to do with who you are and everything to do with who they are internally. People project, people transfer, people unload their unresolved emotions. And when someone goes out of their way to provoke you, to disturb your calm, you have to recognize that it's coming from insecurity, not superiority. It's rooted in fear, not strength. Nobody invests energy trying to shake the ground beneath someone they don't secretly view as stable. Nobody wastes effort trying to disturb someone they don't see as grounded. So when you feel someone attempting to push your buttons, understand this clearly. It's a reaction to your presence, your discipline, your growth. They sense something about you they can't quite explain. And instead of elevating themselves, they try to pull you down to a level where they feel more comfortable. People only provoke what they feel threatened by. That's the truth many won't say openly, but it's the truth that can save you from countless unnecessary conflicts. You ever notice how people who haven't done inner work on themselves are often the quickest to judge, criticize, or stir things up? Your peace becomes irritating to them because it exposes the chaos within them. Your calmness highlights their internal disorder. Your stability reminds them of everything they've avoided confronting inside themselves. And instead of facing their own issues, they aim their energy at you because that feels easier. You become an outlet for emotions they don't want to deal with. A calm person acts like a mirror. When you don't break, when you don't respond, when you don't give them the reaction they expect, they're forced to sit with what they're feeling. And some people can't handle their own reflection. They can't accept that you're not moved by the same triggers that control them. So they push, they test, they try to shake you just to see if they can pull you out of character. They want to prove that you're just like them, even if you've already grown beyond that version of yourself. Think about the people who have tested you recently. The coworker making subtle remarks to throw you off balance. The family member who brings up something awkward just to get a reaction. The stranger online who speaks boldly from behind a screen without knowing you. None of this is accidental. None of it is random. People don't provoke without a reason. It may not be a reason they consciously understand, but it exists because provoking someone is an attempt at control. The moment you react, the moment you step out of your peace to meet them in their chaos, they feel like they've won. They feel like they got into your mind, like they moved you emotionally, like they pulled you into a space you never chose to enter. And the strange part is that most of these people don't even fully understand why they behave this way. Their actions come from ego, insecurity, jealousy, resentment, or internal struggles they haven't even identified yet. But no matter where it comes from, your power lies in recognizing that it's not about you. The moment you feel that heat rising in your chest, that urge to raise your voice, that tension in your body, that old version of you wanting to step forward, pause, breathe. Remind yourself, this is not about me, this is about them. Those words act like protection. They create space between the situation and your inner state. They allow emotions to pass through instead of taking control of you. There are countless examples of people losing opportunities, relationships, careers, and respect simply because they couldn't control their reactions. They allowed someone else's negativity to pull them out of character. They let someone else dictate their behavior. And afterward, the regret is almost always the same. I shouldn't have let them get to me. Because deep down, they understand that giving someone your reaction is giving them your power. When you allow someone to provoke you, you're letting them guide your emotions. You're giving them space in your mind. You're allowing them to influence your behavior. That's too high a price to pay for someone who doesn't deserve even a small portion of your energy. Your peace is more valuable than their attention. Your growth is more important than their approval. And your future is worth more than any moment of anger that could cost you something meaningful. When you truly adopt that mindset, reacting starts to feel like losing. Staying calm begins to feel like winning, because it is. The real victory lies in protecting your emotional space. The real strength is refusing to let someone else's chaos rewrite your character. And staying calm doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're accepting disrespect. It means you're choosing wisely where your energy goes. It means you're acting with intention instead of impulse. There's a difference between defending yourself and engaging in nonsense. There's a difference between standing firm in your values and getting pulled into emotional conflict. Understanding that difference is maturity. Acting on it is wisdom. So the next time someone tries to get under your skin, recognize the situation for what it is: a test, a trap, or even a silent cry for attention from someone who hasn't learned how to create peace within themselves. Instead of reacting, stay anchored, stay grounded, stay focused. Your calm is more than a reaction. It's a statement that you're not easily shaken, a statement that you understand yourself, a statement that your emotions belong to you and no one else. Because the moment you stop giving people the reaction they expect, they lose the power they thought they had, and you step into the power that was always yours. Your energy is something people don't see, but everyone feels. It's the silent force behind your decisions, your discipline, your direction, your growth. And the surprising thing is that most people treat their energy as if it's endless, as if they can give it away freely, without consequence. But when you start paying attention, you notice a pattern. Every breakthrough you've had came from being in the right energy, and every setback came from letting the wrong things drain you. That's why your energy is more valuable than time or money. You can lose money and earn it again. You can waste time and learn from it. But once your energy is drained, everything else begins to suffer. Your focus weakens, your patience fades, your clarity disappears, your ability to think clearly declines. How you feel influences how you act, and how you act shapes your future. Think of your energy like a bank account. Every emotion you give away, every argument you entertain, every reaction you allow is a withdrawal. And some people move through your life constantly withdrawing from you without ever adding anything back. Every time you engage in unnecessary conflict, you're spending peace, spending clarity, spending time you could have invested in something meaningful. But every time you choose calmness, every time you walk away from what doesn't serve you, every time you refuse to match negativity, you're making a deposit. You're building strength. You're growing interest on your peace. You're saving energy for the moments that truly matter. And the more intentional you become with your emotional choices, the richer your life begins to feel. There's a reason the people you admire, the ones who seem composed, focused, and unshaken, carry themselves the way they do. It's not because life doesn't challenge them. It's not because people don't test them. It's because they've built emotional discipline. They don't allow everyone access to their inner world. They understand that controlling their emotions is directly connected to controlling their life. You cannot build something meaningful if you allow everyone to drain you. Whether it's workplace drama, family tension, pointless arguments, or people who only reach out when they need something, these are all withdrawals. And you cannot keep giving without restoring. You cannot keep pouring without refilling. Eventually, you will burn out. Think about the times when a heated argument early in the day affected everything that followed. Your focus was off. Your thoughts were scattered. Your mood shifted. Your energy was already spent before the day even had a chance to unfold properly. That's the cost of letting the wrong moments control your emotional state. Your energy was low. Your decisions were rushed. That's not coincidence. That's biology. Research from the University of Michigan found that stress doesn't just affect your mood in the moment. It directly impacts decision-making and problem-solving abilities for hours afterward. One single moment of anger can ripple forward and disrupt your entire day. That's why protecting your energy isn't just spiritual talk, it's practical, it's mental health, it's emotional survival, it's keeping your life in alignment. Most people underestimate how easily their internal state can be influenced. You might think you're only arguing for 5 minutes, but those 5 minutes can echo through your whole day. You might think you're just reading one toxic